Good evening and welcome. We are live on the campus of Crosby High School in Waterbury, Connecticut for the DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball, seen only on Waterbury Cable 16 and YouTube. It is the DET Sports Media Game of the Week between the visiting St. Paul Catholic Falcons, ranked number 27 in the state. They are led by head coach Steve Phillips, and they are taking on the legend himself, John Augilli. And the Crosby Bulldogs, they are ranked number 12 currently in the state of Connecticut. They are red hot, having won 5 straight games, including their last victory, blowing out WCA 91-57 just a couple of days ago. We will have the starting lineups for you coming up in just a few moments. The Crosby Bulldogs are led by senior John Rivera, and he's averaging 28.5 points a game. Junior Jason Robinson is averaging 13.6 a game. If you look statistically at the team, they are almost 1-2 in every single stat across the board. So they are an explosive and powerhouse team, and we expect an outstanding broadcast of varsity basketball here from downtown Waterbury. We are on the Nick Augilli Court on the campus of Crosby High School. Mitch Beck with you, and Dave Thoreau about to bring you exciting Waterbury boys varsity basketball. The starters for the visiting St. Paul Catholic Falcons will be Jamie Leggett, who is number 15. Matthew Palmieri is number 25. Number 31 is Eric Suzio, and number 2 is Ben Kikio. I'll get it before the end of the night. And Meki Petaway is number 3. Usually, the St. Paul Catholic Falcons have 4 captains, so that's unusual. You don't see that very often. Starting for the Crosby Bulldogs will be number 10, Busy Beeman, a sophomore. Number 13, Kahani Glenn, who is also a sophomore. Number 14, as we mentioned, is Jason Robinson. He's a junior. Number 40 is Khalif Willard. He's a junior. And number 32 is the leader of this roster, number 32, John Rivera. We will have the national anthem, and then we will get underway. Always a pleasure to hear our beautiful national anthem. I don't know if you caught it when the Falcons were there in line. They were actually in the shape of a cross, which is exceptionally unusual, but very appropriate considering it's a Catholic school, the St. Paul Catholic Falcons. So we will have the starting rosters now publicly addressed. We shared it with you earlier. We'll allow you to enjoy the natural moment right here on this wonderful broadcast. Number 25, Senior God, Matt Palmieri. Number 15, Senior God, Jamie Leggett. Number 3, Senior Forward, Meki Petaway. And number 2, Senior God, Ben Kikio. St. Paul coach, Steve Phillips. St. Paul. 1 And now you'll have the home Bulldogs being announced to the crowd. Nothing beats the natural energy of high school kids getting ready for a basketball game. We're so glad to have you along with us tonight. We're glad to be here, and it is going to be a good game between number 12, Crosby Bulldogs, and the number 27, St. Paul Catholic Falcons. Teams getting set, getting last-minute direction. The Falcons getting it from Steve Phelps, their head coach, and the legend, the winningest high school coach in Connecticut basketball history, the John Wooden of Connecticut High School, Nick Augilli. One of my favorite coaches to deal with, just a terrific guy. And they were very, very hot right now. They've won 5 in a row. They beat WCA 91-57, beat Woodland 71-46, and Amistad 61-53, or 64-53. Teams are getting ready to jump ball. We're ready here. We're hoping you're ready there. And we're about to get underway. St. Paul Catholic in the red. Crosby in the white with the blue. And the ball is controlled by St. Paul Catholic. That's Kikio who sends it across. And we will get these guys' numbers down and everything shortly. Palmieri with it, has it taken away, and coming back the other way is Robinson. He throws it at the net, rebounded, no good, and it goes off of number 31. That's Eric Suzio, and will be inbounded by number 32. Leading scorer on the team, John Rivera. Teams looking for position, quickly thrown out to Willard. Willard gives it up to Robinson, and Rivera looks to execute. Pulls up for a three, and comes up short. Robinson with the rebound, goes glass, and Robinson picks up his first bucket of the game. Kikio is executing the offense. Ball is over to Palmieri. And back to Kikio. He gives up the dribble. Runner, air ball. And that one's rebounded by Busy Beeman. And here comes the Bulldogs. Rivera thought about three for a second. Nice move getting it behind his back. And they swing it out wide. Rivera thinking about it. Goes to the hole. Nice pass. And that's going to be a foul. That'll be on Petaway. That'll be his first of the game. Going to the line is Beeman. Outstanding pass by Rivera. He's going to draw a lot of traffic all game. If he keeps his eye open, he will find guys open just like he did right there and has the skill to get it to him. Beeman shoots the first. That goes off the back of the rim and no good. We play 4 8-minute periods in high school basketball. 6:31 left here in the first quarter. Beeman sets for his second shot and shoots, and that one goes to the identical spot right off the rim, and we have a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go against Willard. That's his first foul. He got his hands on Petaway. And here come the Falcons, looking to slow the game down and be more methodical in what they're doing. That was very close to a travel. And it hits his foot and goes out of bounds off Leggett. And Willard will inbound. Jason Robinson. He's a junior. He's 6'4". There's a long three by Rivera, no good. And it's rebounded and brought back. That was Suzio with the rebound. Quick move to the hole, off the glass and in. Nice move by Petaway. And he has his first bucket of the game. Robinson pulls up for the jumper. Yes! Robinson finding some rhythm. Kikio gives it up. Petaway at the top of the key. He goes in through the middle, and his shot is short. Rivera with the rebound. Rivera looking to move the ball quickly. And he goes up and around traffic and gets his first bucket of the game. 6-2. Still relatively early in the game. That's Leggett looking to create some space. He does. He goes glass, and it's short. Rivera's there for another rebound. And he just goes baseline. He pulls up, and that's not going to fall, but he draws a foul. That's on Suzio. That's his first. Rivera going to the line. He'll shoot two. Easily bags the first. And he'll get a chance at his fourth point of the game. Sets himself, shoots, and it goes off the rim. Initially rebounded by Glenn, but he loses control. And it goes off of Glenn. Leggett will inbound. No, he won't. He looked like he was going to, but it's Palmieri instead. And he gives it up to Kikio. Kikio on Robinson. Nice pass. Oh, but it just slightly ahead, but able to recover it. Palmieri back to the top of the key. It's Leggett. He pulls up for a shot. It's an air ball. And Glenn with the rebound. Crosby, that's Rivera. His shot's no good. And it's rebounded by Beeman. Another pass down low to Robinson. We talked about the fact earlier. Rivera is going to draw traffic, and that means guys will be open. And that is exactly what he did on that one. And it's a 7-point lead as a timeout is called by Steve Phelps with 4:13 to go. Score is 9-2 in favor of Crosby. What's interesting in looking at this statistically, this Crosby team, Rivera is the second leading rebounder on the team, just behind Robinson. Robinson's averaging 5.7 rebounds a game, and Rivera is at 5.3 on the defensive side. And he's probably already got that in this game. Inbounding now, Kikio. He gets it back. Palmieri goes up looking for space. Nice pass. And a nice bucket. Palmieri getting the basket. Robinson goes cross. Gets himself in trouble, but finds the open man again. Outstanding job by Crosby. Unbelievably good ball movement Just haven't finished a couple of these. If they get started finishing some of these, it could get ugly in a hurry. Great pass, great move. Outstanding pass from Kikio. He finds Leggett. And it's 9-6. Robinson now gives it up to Rivera. Rivera fakes a pass, loses the ball momentarily. Robinson goes up and in. DJ Melendez, by the way, has entered the game for Crosby. That was kind of a chuck, and it's no good. Got a jump ball. Looks like we'll have another substitution. Chris Spears coming into the game. Rivera will get a breather. DJ Melendez inbounding, and he gives it to the senior guard, Chris Spears, and then gives it back. You can definitely see the contrast in style here. Crosby's moving the ball very quickly. There's a shot from Robinson. That's no good. And we'll have an offensive foul. That's going to go against Spears. That's his first. Some substitutions now for St. Paul. Stepping into the game is John Gaffney, number 10. Kikio, he and Robinson staying with one another. St. Paul moves the ball well, too. Nope, that's going to be a double dribble. And Jamie Leggett turns it over. He's a junior guard. 2:23 and counting here in the first. Robinson, he sets up for a three, and that's short. That was Melendez with the three. No good. And rebounded by Suzio. Kikio pulls up for a three, and that's no good. Gaffney with the rebound, Glenn with the rebound. Moves all the way through traffic, and they are going to call a foul. Looks like they're going to nail 31 for that one. That would be Suzio's second. He makes the first. Couple of substitutions. Leggett takes a seat. And into the game is Daniel Gaffney. And on the second shot, that one is good as well. And the score is 13-6. Petaway surrenders the ball over to Kikio. He brings it into the forecourt. Sees what he has. Set things up. There's a lot of weaving going on. Nice pass as they find the open man. Up and in. And Kikio gets his first hoop. Robinson gives it up to Melendez into the corner. That's Beeman. And a good defensive job there by Suzio, not allowing him anything. There's a long three. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Chris Spears. And it's 16-8. Pass down to Suzio. He works hard, but goes too hard off the glass. Rivera back in the game. And he'll draw the offensive foul. That's Rivera's first foul of the game. Less than a minute to go here in the first period. 16-8 is the score. Crosby leading. Looking for the weave play again. Lots of movement for the Falcons. Ball on the outside. Robinson defending. Melendez, long three. That one hits the front of the rim. And it's Robinson with the rebound. Surrenders to Rivera with less than 20 seconds to go. Weaving through is Rivera, and a beauty. That's his 5th point. 10 seconds to go in the first. Kikio trapped and taken away. And a foul on Kikio. That's his first. Rivera making a nice move. Less than a minute to go, and it goes up. No good. At the end of the first period here on the campus of Crosby High School is the number 12 Crosby Bulldogs leading the number 27 St. Paul Catholic Falcons 18-8. You could definitely see a difference in what's going on between the strategies of Steve Phelps and Nick Augelli. Nick is looking to get his team moving quickly. They move very, very fast up and down the court and move the ball along the outside looking for a shot. Whereas Steve Phelps, they're getting a lot of movement. They're slowing the game down and taking their time getting into the front court. And then they're using a lot of weaving to try and create open space. And they've managed to do that a couple of times. But they've also missed quite a few shots. And that's what's put them behind the 8 ball. Pardon the pun, considering there's 8 minutes left. There's an 18 and an 8. 10-point lead right now is the largest of the game for the Bulldogs. Looks like we will have Manny Escobales entering the game. Escobales is a junior. He's number 15. We remember him from last year. He's very quick. So St. Paul will start with the ball for the second period. Inbounding will be Kikio, and Leggett now with the ball. Escobales on him. And swung around. There's pulling up for a jumper. It's short. And there's Rivera again with a defensive rebound. Finding Robinson, who's open. He goes glassing in. He has 10 already. So far, St. Paul has had no answer for that combination of Rivera finding Robinson open. There's a jumper, and it's good. That's Leggett. And that's his 4th point of the game. Escobales pulls up all alone for the 3. It's short. And there's another 3. That one's short off the rim. Escobales gets his hand in there. And they move the ball quickly. And there's a turnover. Robinson finds Rivera all alone. He goes and tries the jam, and it doesn't go. It was a beautiful try, but didn't go. And a great defensive play by Rivera there to knock it out of bounds. He is one talented player. Had he gotten that, he would have ignited the entire room. Pretty impressive, even with the miss. I couldn't do that with a stepladder. 20-10 is the score. Checking around the perimeter, St. Paul. I don't think Petaway was expecting that ball. Showing a shot, working for a good one. Suzio thinking about it. Finds the open man. Great pass. And a great move. Now it's Palmieri with the bucket. The long three is no good. Rivera somehow comes up with a loose ball. Works his way in, finds the open man, Escabales. Escabales gives it to Robinson. Robinson finds an open man, and it goes off the front of the rim. That was Beeman who had that chance. And the shot off the boards for Palmieri, and it's no good. And Rivera now. There's a long three and nothing but the bottom of the net. Chris Spears has 2 3-pointers that have been shot from the mall here in Waterbury, and they both found the bottom of the net. There's a three, it's short. And Robinson, it's going to be a jump ball. And the ball will stay with Crosby. Coming into the game is Logan Rembish, number 4. Taking a seat is number 31, Eric Suzio, the captain, one of them. Escabales now. He gives it to Rivera. Rivera finds Robinson. Robinson has 10, thinking about 12, gives it up to Escabales, gets some space, pulls up for the jumper, no good. And a good defense. Oh, they're going to catch him for reaching. And Escabales picks up his first foul of the game. And Kikio will bring it into the front court. As you can see, coming in slowly and methodically, trying to set up their offense. That's Leggett. Leggett pulls up on Escabales, pulls up for a shot and buries it. Nice shot by Leggett. Escabales now comes into the forecourt, shows some speed, gives it up, another three, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Spears. Spears with 3. 3 threes. St. Paul moving the ball nicely, getting it down low, and a travel is called on Petaway. He'll turn it over. 12-point lead right now. 4:16 to go. Kikio takes a break. And coming in is Daniel Gaffney, number 12. Willard with the ball, standing on top of the Crosby. Rivera goes baseline. He was thinking about Spears but couldn't get it to him. And the ball is turned over. And St. Paul executing. That's Palmieri. He's got Rivera on him, and there's another turnover. And Willard had the ball in his hands, lost it, and it went out of bounds. A turnover back to St. Paul. 3:53 left. 26-14 is our score so far. And Rivera able to take advantage of Robinson getting the ball. And it's Palmieri who comes away with a turnover. Quickly moved in and turned out. That one almost went out of bounds. Leggett gives it up, gets it back. He has Willard on him, backs in, pulls up for the jumper anyway. It's no good. And Robinson with the rebound. Robinson moving through the center. And there's going to be a foul on the pass. That's going to be on Leggett. That's his first. And Rivera will inbound. Gets it out to Robinson. Robinson for the three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 13 points now for Robinson. All here in the first half. It's now a 15-point lead. Kikio back in the game. He's got the ball now. Sets the pick off the glass and in. 2:45 left in the first half. Robinson, he's in trouble, and I think they're going to get 12. Yeah. They're going to get Bocchio for the second foul of the game. He'll go take a seat. Back into the game is Jamie Leggett. He's a junior. And nice inbound. Rivera gets it back. Looking for his teammates to get into position. Goes off the screen, and it's no good. Quickly rebounded by Leggett. Nice finding the open man. And that's John Gaffney, and he gets his first bucket. Robinson unable to hold on to it, and Leggett gets the loose ball. Steve Phelps yelling at the referee, unhappy about something. Long three, that's blocked. Right back to Leggett. Rivera now not thinking about the dunk this time. Just gets the basket. He is 7. Back the other way. And that's blocked. And a turnover. Here's Rivera all by himself, and he goes up and in. He has 9. 33-18 with a minute and a half to go. St. Paul kind of panicking a little bit right now. They need to settle down. Rivera pulls up for 3, and it's off and rebounded by John Gaffney. Gaffney brings it into the forecourt. And you can see that one coming. Here goes Rivera for the layup. Up and in. Last minute in the first half. 35-18. 17-point lead now. And just too much for him. Robinson for the jam. 38 seconds to go. It's been all Crosby. St. Paul's had moments, done some really good things, but just overall, it's just been all Crosby, just so much skill on this team. And Gaffney looking for something down the middle. He gets it, gets the runner, and it goes up and in. Long pass for Rivera, it doesn't work. Checking into the game is Palmieri, and in for the first time is Naz Houston for St. Paul. Back into the game is Busy Beeman. 7.2 seconds left. And St. Paul will have the ball under the Crosby basket. Last 7.2 of the first half. And they're going to run out of time. They need to get a shot. And there it is. And it's an air ball. And that's how we end the first half. After 16 minutes of play here in Waterbury, Connecticut on the campus of Crosby High School, we're in the Nick Augilli court. It is 37-20 for the home team over the visiting St. Paul Catholic Falcons. You're watching DET Sports Media's production of Naugatuck Valley Boys Varsity Basketball, seen only on Waterbury Cable 16 and YouTube. Stick around. We'll be back for the second half. Welcome back to this DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley Boys Varsity Basketball. It's the game of the week, only on Waterbury Cable 16 and YouTube. We've got quite an interesting game here after 16 minutes of play. The number 12 Crosby Bulldogs leading the number 27 St. Paul Catholic Falcons 37-20. Let's review the scoring for you in the first half for St. Paul. There wasn't a lot of it, but here it is. Jamie Leggett, the captain, has 8 points and a foul. Matthew Palmieri, also a captain, has a foul and 2 points. Eric Suzio, number 31, has a foul. Ben Kikio has 4 points and 2 fouls. Number 12, Daniel Gaffney, has 2 points. Number 10, his brother John Gaffney, has 4 points. They'll be talking about that on the ride home. And number 3, Meki Petaway, has a basket and 1 foul. So that means 5 fouls going into the second half. Not that bad for St. Paul. For the home Crosby Bulldogs, it's the Robinson and Rivera show, as we told you it likely would be before the game. Chris Spears has been impressive. He's had 3 3-point shots, hit all 3 of them. He has 9, and he has a foul. Kahani Glenn has 2 points, no fouls. Jason Robinson, he has been everywhere. He has 15 points in the first half, and he has no fouls. Manny Escobales played for a short time. He picked up 1 foul. And John Rivera, the captain, he has 11 and 1 foul. Khalif Willard picked up a foul, and that's where we stand after 16 minutes of play. Crosby is just the one thing you see in this is the rankings matter in terms of the talent level. When you look at this, you would say, well, number 27, they're pretty good. Well, compared to a lot of the other teams we've seen so far, they're actually really good. But when you put them against the number 12 Crosby Bulldogs, it's a no contest in terms of talent, just pure talent on the court. And that's just all Jason Robinson and John Rivera. Seems to me that it's pretty clear they will be playing either D3 or D1 college basketball. Both very, very talented basketball players. St. Paul inbounds. And we're underway. Jamie Leggett gives it up. Kikio with the ball. Thinks about going through the key, finds some help. Trying to work the ball inside. And a turnover to Rivera as the pass inside didn't work. Nice layup, up and in. And Willard gets his first hoop. He's got 2. Quickly back the other way. And we'll have a blocking foul. That looks to me like it is going to be the first foul on Kahani Glenn. Heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 is Petaway. He has 2 so far. Gets the bounce, and he has 3. 39-21, just underway here in the second half. Mitch Beck and Dave Thoreau with you, bringing you all the sights and sounds of this exciting NVL basketball game. Petaway hits the second. Nice ball movement once again along the perimeter and then inside and out. Look at that movement. Robinson with it. He's got 2 men on him. Works down low to the baseline. Finds somebody free at the top. It's over to Rivera. Rivera finds the open man down low. And they'll call a jump ball as he gets stuffed. Kahani Glenn does. Possession arrow favors Crosby, so they'll inbound. Quickly given to Rivera. Rivera finds some free space, goes over the top, and he finds Willard. Willard sends it down low to Robinson. Robinson goes up and over and gets the reverse, and he has 17. By the way, in discussing the difference, there's Petaway. His shot's no good. In discussing Ivins, I didn't mean any disrespect whatsoever to St. Paul Catholic. They are a very talented basketball team. when they get going and their movement down low, it's really impressive. It's just that Crosby is just so good. You didn't get to number 12 by accident. And that's Kikio with the ball, looking for some help. He gets it. That's Leggett. And Petaway for a three. And a nice shot. He now has 7. 41-25. Rivera for a long three, and it goes in and out. And it's Suzio who rebounds, quickly moving up the court. And a nice basket there by Palmieri. He has 4. Willard with it. Long three for Robinson. Does he miss? That's the question I want. Does he miss? He's got 20. There's a off. Wild shot. Nice movement. Should have gone straight up. Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first. And it'll be a two-shot foul. Jamie Leggett, the junior guard. He will shoot 2. 44-27. And misses the first, hits the rim and bounces off. Suzio takes a break. And back into the game is Logan Rembish. Played a little bit, he's a freshman. On the second shot, nothing but the bottom of the net. And Leggett picks up his 9th point. And a turnover now, and an opportunity for St. Paul. Kikio looks for some help. This is what we were talking about. The ball movement and the weaving is excellent. There's an open man again. Up and in. That's Rembish for his first. That's what we were talking about. That weaving creates opportunities, and nice play. And that'll be a foul. That'll be the second on Petaway. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Kahani Glenn. When St. Paul has managed to get that weave going, they've just found open guys almost every single time. And Glenn with the bucket. Rivera takes a seat. Back into the game is Chris Spears. This one will be a live ball. Except it goes in, so it'll be an inbounder. And Glenn has 4. Kikio gives it up to Petaway. Petaway thinks about it, gives it up. There's a runner. No good. Off the rebound. Leggett had a shot at it. But Willard came away with a rebound. Moves quickly, goes off the glass. And Willard gets the runner. 48-30. Looking for the open man, trying to set up their weave again. And they're looking for some help. Nice pass, quick ball movement. Petaway finds Kikio. Kikio pulls up short, tries to get it down low, does. Petaway goes up against the glass, and it goes in and out. And we're going to have a foul. So Kikio goes and takes a seat. Palmieri gives it up. Petaway, they're going to get the body for the offensive. And Petaway picks up his third. Rivera back into the game. Kahani Glenn goes and takes a seat. And they got to get Petaway out of there, and they do. Back into the game is Daniel Gaffney. Petaway has 3 fouls. Steve Phelps talking to him, probably about staying under control. Can't pick up another one. There's a long 3. Guess who? It's Chris Spears. That kid's got some serious range. He has 12 points. And nice ball movement down low, up and in. And Gaffney now has 6. 3:05 now left in the third. Robinson gives it up. Gets it back down low, makes his way out. They're going to say he stepped on the line, and a turnover. DJ Melendez comes into the game. And Willard goes and takes a seat. Nick Ogilvy not happy about something. Let his team know it. And they're moving again. And we have a call of a hold. And that's going to go against Melendez. That's his first. And the ball is inbounded. Giving up the dribble, looking for some help. 2 Melendez brothers, or Gaffney brothers, excuse me. I don't know where that came from, but a long bomb from Palmieri for a 3. Crosby. Ball moving down to Robinson. Robinson kicks it out. Rivera for a 3. That goes in and out. They're really lucky that so far that Rivera has not been good from 3-point range today, or this could be just an absolute shellacking. And they're going to call a travel. Rembish moved his feet. But I like that Rivera, regardless of the fact that he has struggled from 3 points, has not stopped shooting. Sometimes guys just do that. They just see that they're not hot and they stop. But that's how you get back into it and you get hot again, is by working your way through it. Rivera finds the man on the turn. It's Spears. It's up and no good. And rebounded by St. Paul. Gaffney now looks for some help, finds it. That was Naz Houston. There's a long 3. It's short. Could have been a foul on Spears, but it wasn't called. Melendez finds Spears all by himself. Rolls off the rim. Then stolen by Spears. Robinson finds Rivera. We have a foul. Oh, it's a timeout, not a foul. Nick Ogilvy. He's letting DJ Melendez know there was something he didn't like. 1:26 is left here in the third quarter. Not a lot of fouls, which is good. It makes for a better basketball game. Only 3 for Crosby in the second half, 2 for St. Paul. And 51-35 is the margin on the scoreboard, 16 points. Last time Crosby lost was to Newtown High School, and it was only by a basket, 76-74. After that, they won 5 straight. And as we were talking about when we said that there was a difference, listen, it's no disrespect to St. Paul Catholic. They're in second place in their division, in the Ironman division. They're trailing only Naugatuck, who is 10-0. They're 6-2. So nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed by. They're just, Crosby is just ridiculous. Very talented. Escobali's back in the game. Finds the open man, gets the ball back, thought about a 3. Rivera gets it to Spears, back to Rivera, Rivera goes to the hoop. He lets the runner go, and it goes in. He has 13 now. Less than a minute to go here in the third. So glad to have you with us tonight. That ball is thrown away. Mitch Beck with you, calling the play-by-play. Dave Throw bringing you all the sights and sounds, doing all the engineering, and keeping me corralled from being crazy, which that usually requires 3 or 4 people. Spears for 3, and he misses one. And they're going to say that went off of Kikio. Spears gives it up, quickly moved to Rivera. Rivera has 2 on him. He gives it up. And a nice move, strong move to the hoop by Busy Beeman, who gets his first basket of the day. Less than 30 seconds here in the third. Kikio for 3, and he hits it. Bokikio. I should have been saying that all along. I apologize. When I got the phonetic spelling, I forgot the bow part. It's Bokikio. So I apologize. And that shot from Rivera is no good. 2 seconds and 1. And that'll do it for the third period. 55-38 is our score. I guess I gave Kikio a new nickname, forgetting the bow. Bo Kikio. So I apologize to his family for saying his name wrong this entire game. We'll get it right now in the fourth. Coming into this one, St. Paul has won 2 straight. They beat Oxford 63-51, and they defeated Watertown 43-33. And as we said, they're in second place in the Iron League division. They're doing really well. They've scored 534 points, only given up 430. They're a good team. I'm getting dizzy just seeing that. Good for her. Final 8 minutes coming up for you here on this DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball. That's seen only on Waterbury Cable 16 and on YouTube. It's our game of the week. I will be back with you this weekend for another game. The selection committee has still not gotten back to me yet which one it will be, but it'll be one of them. St. Paul to inbound. Now as Houston gives it up to Bokikio. Back to Houston. They move the ball nicely again. Suzio with it. He's playing with 3 fouls. There's a 3. That doesn't go. Suzio had it for a moment, but Rivera now has it. He comes with speed, dishes off to Beeman. Or Spears, excuse me. Spears with the bucket. And he's going to go and get a chance to shoot 3. Make his third. Make it a 3-point play is what I was trying to say. This one will be live. And he buries it. Spears with 15 points. Rembish takes a seat. Into the game for the first time is Lionel Laguerre, number 5. He's on the far side of your screen. Suzio with it, looking for help. And there's Laguerre. He had the ball for a moment. Gave it up. Bokikio now. He has Spears on him. Petaway gives it up. Suzio now goes hard to the hoop. And he goes under and gets it. Suzio with his first basket. 58-40. Crosby well in control of this one. They have been since basically the first couple of minutes. But again, we've said it several times, no disrespect, this St. Paul team is actually really good. Houston, he pulls up, gives it to Petaway. Petaway loses control of it, turned over again. Rivera with it. Nice move, but he loses the ball. And Boquicchio comes away with it. Robinson, excellent position defensively on the switch. And that's going to be off of Spears. And the ball will stay with Crosby. Rivera goes and takes a seat. Back into the game is Kahani Glenn. He has 4 points. Boquicchio gets it over to Petaway. Petaway tries to get it inside and does. And that will be a foul on Spears. That's his second. Not a shooting foul. Or actually it is, I'm sorry. John Gaffney now is going to shoot 2. Prepares for his first, puts it up. Smooth as silk, puts it in. He has 7. His brother has 2. Make it 8. And it's Willard. He's in the forecourt, looks for some help, finds Spears. Spears pulls up for another long 3. And getting redundant, but he makes it again. He has 18. Kicked out for the 3. Boquicchio, yes! He has 9. Robinson gives it up to Spears again, and it's short. Boquicchio now with Spears on him. That young man, you can't give Spears any room on the outside. He will just drain it. And it's going to go into the backcourt. Nope. Nice job by Boquicchio. Petaway thinking about it. Boquicchio thinking about it. Petaway for 3. No. Rebounded by Crosby. That's Glenn with it. Brings it into the forecourt. Dishes it into the corner. There's a 3 and goes off the rim. Robinson trying for the rebound. It's a loose ball. I don't know what they're going to call. I think they're going to call Gaffney for a foul. That's what it looks like. Into the game for the first time is number 11, Andre Arrington. Spears takes a seat. He's had an outstanding game. Find the open man, and no good. Beeman misses. And rebounded by Boquicchio. Gets it back. Thought about a 3. Gets Rivera up in the air. Gaffney now finds the open man, and real nice job moving the ball. We've talked about this all game. They can move the ball, and they know how to find the open man. They did that right there. And Suzio buries his 4th point of the game. 61-47, 4:18 left, and we have a timeout. I want to thank you for joining us today on a Tuesday. Keep yourself bundled. We're supposed to have quite a storm this weekend here in New England. Saying up to a foot of snow. Yikes. If anybody wants to come and shovel my driveway, I'm taking volunteers. Nice job by the Crosby cheerleaders. It's a good crowd here at Crosby High School. Good showing from both schools showing up to support their kids. Always like to see that. Rivera's going to inbound it. He's sending his team up the court. Steve Phelps wants to see some full court pressure now. Rivera has Boquicchio on him. Rivera goes to the middle. He pulls up. He gets fouled. And they'll get Boquicchio for that one. That will be his third. Rivera is going to shoot 2. He has 13. Make it 14. To see such dominance out of a Crosby team, Rivera averages 28.5, and he only has 14. And yet, his team is doing so incredibly well. There's an open man, a 3, goes in and out. Nice rebound by Robinson, and he gets it back to Rivera. Nice snap move there. Robinson pulls up for 3, and it's short. Not quite enough. Gaffney with the rebound gives it to Boquicchio. Petaway gets it down to Suzio. I thought Suzio moved his feet. And that's short. Gaffney is there, and it doesn't go. And an outstanding job by Robinson to get the ball up the court after picking up the loose ball. Willard gives it to Rivera. Rivera has lots of space, finds the open man, goes back to Robinson. Robinson pulls up, and just like everything else he's done today, it goes in. .22 points for Robinson so far, and there's a foul on Rivera. That's just, I think that's his second. It is. It's Rivera's second of the game. Gaffney's going to go to shoot 2. This is John Gaffney. He has 8 points. His brother Daniel, number 12, has 2. And he makes the first. Makes it look easy. Speaking of his brother Daniel, Daniel checks into the game, as does Logan Rembish. Taking a seat is Naz Houston. And Makai Petaway goes and takes a seat as well. 2:50 left. 64-48. And he misses that one. Gaffney boys look for the rebound, but it's Rivera that comes away with it. He gives it up to Robinson. Rivera gets it back. Here's Boquicchio on him. And Willard now has it. He's standing up on top. Gives it to Rivera. Rivera with an interesting dribble finds Robinson open down low. They kick it back out to Willard. And smartly burning time. Rivera, he has it. 2:19 to go. Rivera goes to the middle, finds the open man in the corner for the 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Andre Arrington. Back to a 19-point lead. 2 minutes left in regulation. Boquicchio for a long 3. That's no good. Gaffney with the rebound. He has the shot blocked by Robinson, and Robinson looks to bring Crosby out and does, but he turns it over to Gaffney. Robinson coming back hard as Rivera does. Shot goes up, but it's blocked. And they're going to call that one on Robinson. That's only his second. Dan Gaffney will now go to the line to shoot 2 with 1:48 left. Preps himself. Let's see how he shoots free throws. That was sweet. Right in the net. He's got 3. Suzio takes a seat. Checking in is Connor Christ, seeing his first action of the game. He's a freshman. And Gaffney makes both of his. And with that, we have a timeout. 67-50, 1:48 to go. We will have 2 games for you on Saturday here on the DET Sports Media Game of the Week. Yeah, of course, weather permitting, obviously. We have that snowstorm that's supposed to come in. Going to be a busy day on Saturday. Crosby has made their way back on the court. Steve Phelps milking every second. He's trying to use this as an opportunity to teach. Contest is more or less out of reach. And they're going to take another timeout. Teaching opportunity here for Steve Phelps. Take an opportunity like this to teach your players something that they might not get a chance to do in practice. You're playing against each other in practice. It's another thing altogether to have another team trying to break up what you're trying to achieve. So, good learning opportunity. Smart by head coach Steve Phelps to use this as an opportunity to work on something that he may be using later on in the season. His team's ready to go, and they head out to the court. Crosby already there. All of the starters for Crosby are sitting. They have number 12, Trayvon Dunbar is in there. Andre Arrington, number 11. Number 30 is Lyndon Frederick. And number 31 is Vaughn Grubb. So the youngsters for St. Paul are in there. And they get the turnover. And a nice basket from Gaffney, John Gaffney. He has 11. And we have a foul. And a bunch of guys come in, get a little bit of playing time. And I think they called that on Dunbar. That would be his first. Gets on the score sheet anyway. And shooting 2 will be Connor Christ. Makes the first. Nice rainbow of a shot. And on the second, nothing but the bottom of the net. 2 for Christ. Freshman scoring 2 points. Robinson now with 1:20 to go. Thrown across. Willard has it. Back to Robinson. Willard sends it across to Rivera. Playing the 4 corners And Rivera with it now. Last minute of the game, kicked out wide. And up on top. Down to Robinson, down low. He goes off the glass and in. He's had a fantastic game. Robinson would be our first star of the game. They just not had an answer for him the entire game. And with John Rivera not scoring a lot, Robinson has more than picked up the load. Gaffney now with 30 seconds to go. And there's a three. That's short. Chris picks it up. Chris thought about shooting, gives it a nice give and go, but it doesn't fall. Gaffney working hard under the basket and gets rewarded. He has 6. 5 seconds now. And that will do it. Great performance today by the Crosby Bulldogs. Don't take anything away from St. Paul Catholic. They did a good job as well. And from the gymnasium on the high school, on the campus of Crosby High School, the Nick Gilly Court, this is Mitch Beck, along with Dave Thoreau, saying thank you for joining us on this DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball, only seen on Waterbury Cable 16 and YouTube. Once again, our final score, it is the Crosby High School Bulldogs 69 and the St. Paul Catholic Falcons 56. Thank you for joining us and have a pleasant remainder of your day.